Prince Harry enters the witness box in fight against UK tabloid publisher. London, Prince Harry entered the witness box on Wednesday in his final legal showdown with Britain's tabloid media. It is the estranged royal's second time testifying in court, and comes as he leads a group of 7 high-profile claimants, including Elton John and actors Elizabeth Hurley and Sadie Frost, in a privacy lawsuit against one of Britain's biggest news organizations, Associated Newspapers Limited (ANL). They have accused the publisher of the Daily Mail and the Mail on Sunday newspapers of using unlawful methods to snoop on them for sensational headlines, including the tapping and hacking of phones and obtaining private medical and financial records through deception, chiefly between 1993 and 2011. ANL has strenuously denied the allegations and called them preposterous smears before the hearing began on Monday. After a minor technical glitch delayed proceedings, Harry, who was dressed in a dark suit, took questions from ANL's lawyer Anthony White, who asked him if information in the articles could have come from friends or social circles. "The kind of info that ends up in articles is not the kind of stuff that I would be talking about openly," Harry replied. He added later that sources were used as a cover to make up quotes and disguise the true origin of information. Buckingham Palace, in his experience, rarely corrected stories, Harry said. "It was more just ignore it. If you complain, they double down on you in my experience," he said in explanation as to why he had not objected to the articles at the time. He added that he had followed the family protocol of never complain, never explain. Under the English civil court system, witnesses present written testimony, and after asserting that it's the truth, are immediately put under cross-examination. Harry said in his 23-page witness statement that he was distressed and disturbed by the intrusion into his early life by the newspapers, and it made him paranoid beyond belief. After White finished his cross-examination, Harry was questioned by his own lawyer David Sherborne. At points he appeared on the verge of tears, particularly towards the end when he was asked about his wife Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. He said his life had been commercialized since he was a teenager. "The defense claim that I don't have any right to privacy is disgusting," he added. The prince broke with tradition in 2023 when he became the first senior royal in 130 years to give evidence in court during a lawsuit against Mirror Group newspapers, MGN, the publisher of the Daily Mirror, Sunday Mirror, and Sunday People tabloids. King Edward VII had been the last to do so when he testified as a witness in part of a divorce case in 1870 and 20 years later in a slander trial over a card game, both while he was Prince of Wales and before he became king. Speculation has been rife about whether the end of the case could lead to a reconciliation with his father, King Charles III, after years of mounting royal tensions. Prince William and Princess Kate are in Scotland this week. Their spokesperson declined to comment on whether the trio would meet up, as did a spokesperson for Harry. Charles was in London, but it was unclear whether he would meet up with his youngest son. Harry, who is fifth in line to the throne, has blamed the tabloid press for the death of his mother, Princess Diana, and has been critical about their treatment of his wife Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. He won a payout from MGN, and in January 2025 he was awarded substantial damages and an apology from News Group newspapers. Rupert Murdoch's British newspaper arm, which settled ahead of a trial, ANL has denied the allegations. In a submission to the court on Monday, White said ANL's editors and journalists were lining up to reject the claimant's allegations of habitual and widespread phone hacking, phone tapping, and blagging within the organization. It added that the claimants had failed to establish that the most serious categories of alleged unlawful information gathering, phone hacking and phone tapping, took place at Associated at all, and their allegation of burglary to order was struck out by the court. The allegation that these practices were habitual and widespread at Associated's titles was simply untrue. The case is expected to last 9 weeks.